So, welcome to episode 3 of Escaping Free to Play in the Members World, and you are joining us for a cutscene of the New Foundations quest. So, this was something we was always going to do in the early stages of Members, and basically what the New Foundation quest does is unlock Fort Frimfree. Now, Fort Frimfree has been in the game for about a year now, and maybe a bit more actually, and it is a huge buff and benefit to the Members gameplay, and especially for construction. Not only is construction a money-making method via this new quest, but also you have access to a workshop, which provides very local furnaces, anvils, and different forms of skilling stations to a bank in the form of the workshop. So what we've got to do is go and see Big Bill at Fort Frimfree. As you see, it's derelict, it's broken down, and what we've been in charge with from the King of Varrock is to go and upgrade this and make this a fortified fort as a base in the wilderness. So what we're going to do in this quest, we need to go and recruit people, we need to go and build the walls, and basically this is the best way for a fresher can to go into Members, and not only to unlock some of the best early game money making methods, but also to get a considerable amount of construction XP. From doing this quest, you're going to be looking at somewhere between 40 to 50 construction, depending on how AFK you're going to be, and you know us, we're all about the AFK, so we will be AFK. But it is also a little quest which requires quite an investment. I think to be able to complete New Foundations, you've got to spend somewhere in the region of about £1 mil, unless you want to use Bill and all his different traits. Bill's really good for being able to buy limestone bricks for, which you can convert into wall segments, which is this little guillotine machine here. And that's the ability as well to make some profit by making wall segments. Again, there is so much to Fort Frimfree, which we'll uncover in all these episodes going forward. So we've sort of time skipped a little bit and we've finished all of our walls, and this is pretty much near enough finishing the quest. So we got to level 43 construction, which is massive. We got 43 construction levels just by doing this, and as you can see as well, the amount of quests we've unlocked here just from doing this is huge. So all of these quests, they're not just things we've unlocked to be able to do with construction. These are all quest unlocks, which is absolutely massive to be able to do just from AFKing, updating the fort and building out the fort as well. But the important thing is what we've seen here at the bottom. So the refined planks and the frames are what links to the new construction money making method. So from making actual planks, you can then turn 4 planks into a refined frame, and you need 3 refined frames to then turn into a frame. So to make an actual frame from start to finish, you're going to need 12 planks. And a lot of these frames, especially making them from the 12 planks as a base, a significant profit, and it's probably how we're going to transition into our new money making method. As you can see though, we still need to finish the quest, and after the quest we'll be able to get some free treasure hunter spins, but also the workshop is going to be a massive hub for us. It's going to be probably where we're going to spend the greatest deal of our time, because on things like World 84 and World 99, portables will be here, core boosts will be here, they'll be putting divine locations down. It's such a hub for skilling that we had to complete this even if we didn't plan to use construction as a money making method. But because of where we are, what we've got to be doing, and the project of making the most GP possible in our bond, this is 100% what we're going to do to be able to get the cash started as well. And because we're such a low level, some of the frames we're going to do are not going to need a huge cash injection. So the battle staffs have made us enough money to be able to do this. We did get quite lucky on Treasure Hunt today. We got some of the new proteins, the unstable proteins. Managed to get some divination memories, which we're not going to touch for a little while because our div level is just, we've not started it. So a little bit further on we'll do it. We threw our gigantic prismatic lamps onto construction, hoping to claw level 50. We got 49. That gave us catapult construction, avoid dance, and hunt for red rat cuba. Level 50 gave us the ability to do the teak frame, so that's what I was really aiming for. But there is one thing we still need to do to upgrade our fort, and that is to throw a lodestone in, and that will actually give us level 50 construction. And then we can get started just checking margins and prices and stuff as well, just to see where we do sit. Now, one thing which is going to benefit us with construction as well is the ability to use our house. Now, because of the fort, the gilded altar really isn't needed, but we wouldn't have made money with it anyway. What we're looking to do with construction is having the ability to have a lectern. Now, when we price checked the Camelot tab a little bit earlier, the price of the tabs was unreal. So what we're going to be doing is 100% doing some Camelot tabs, maybe some other tabs as well, but it's definitely like a ability to give us that option going further forward. Now, as you can see with Bill is an actual daily now because he sells you 250 limestone bricks. These can be converted to wall segments if you wanted to for some extra profit, or you can pretty much like 100 times your cash just by buying the bricks and just storing them in your bank for when they go up in price. Wall segments is the money making method I advise anyone to do if they have absolutely nothing. Especially with Bill as well, you can buy limestone that cheap. You can make something like 700 to 800k just by doing that every single day, which is just such an easy way to do it. But again, like getting your fort done, getting your fort kitted out is one of the absolute essentials to do as early as you can, as soon as you're in members, because of what it will unlock. Not only will it unlock money making methods, but again, that community on 84 and 99 where you can do all your skilling, all the XP buffs and stuff like that is really, really massive. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this lodestone, we'll come back and we'll go through the plan after that. So I had a little bit of a fail on my part. The lodestone actually didn't give us enough XP to get level 50. And I think for us, the teak and mahogany frames are the ones which are going to really make us the profit. So I wanted to explore margins when I went to the Grand Exchange, but what I've done, I've actually bought an upgrade to the workshop. So we're going to upgrade to a tier 2 workshop. And when we get the level later on, we'll eventually upgrade to tier 3 because it's just beneficial. So we are spending a little bit of money, but in the long run, we will absolutely make this money back. The ability to go and do ultra compost, we can go make 6 mil for free anyway, every single day. So for us to go and spend like 2 mil on this quest and the level to go and make more money, it just makes sense for us to go and do anyway. Turned out the mahogany is not level 50, it's actually level 60. So that's going to cause us a problem a little later on, but we'll go and spend a little bit of money anyway. So we've gone and bought some planks and we're going to go and try out some teaks and mahoganies. And let's go and upgrade the workshop and go and get level 50. So yeah, I think we definitely do need to buy some Viswax though, because these teleports are really, really slow. So as you can see, we got to the workshop, we got grinding away, and we are going to get level 50 construction, which, considering we probably did this an hour and a half ago, 50 levels really isn't that bad. Really nice to get that done as well. So once we go and click on level 50 construction, that's when we finally noticed that it's actually Acadia at level 50 you could unlock. And the problem we sort of hit was that Acadia at the minute is very overpriced for the log, which means the plank's overpriced, which means it's not as much GP as what mahogany and the rest of them are. So yeah, as you can see, plenty of levels though, which is always very nice. Level 50 Tox Tet Dill. We got Some Like It Cold, and we also got Unwelcome Guests as well, the next sort of stage of Fort for Free, which is what we needed. And then when we scrolled down, that's when we realised it's not mahogany, it's actually Acadia frames. But a couple more unlocks in the fort as well, which is always nice. Not that I think we're going to use them, but it's always nice to get more options anyway. So I went off and did my daily ultra compost, which gave me a bit of time to have a think about something, which was giving me options. I didn't want to do Acadia, and we were very much at a point where for one day of like ultra compost, I could like make a point of going to spend the money to get 60 construction. 60 construction just felt like we'd be making money quicker. It was a worthwhile purchase, and we're going to make the profit 10 times over as well. So we went and tried to put the offer in for 140 teak frames, which actually didn't buy for the price we wanted them to. So it got to the point where I was thinking, well, let's try refine teak planks and see if we can turn them into the frames ourselves. We'll get a little bit of construction XP from turning them into frames, which will mean we'll need less frames anyway, but also it means we can make it considerably cheaper. So for the sake of saving something like 3 to 4 mil, I just went and made my own teak frames from using teak planks, which again is options as well. Don't think you have to go and buy the actual item. If you can process the item yourself, save a little bit of GP, it is always worth it as well. So we're going to go and put an offer in now for a couple of 100 refined teak planks, and we're going to go to Fort for Free and go and make them into teak frames. But that is actually going to be the end of episode 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Again, the quest is a big unlock. We've managed the fort fortified, and we're now moving into sort of spending a little bit of money on our skills to make a lot more money in the long run by buying the Fort for Free frames to go and do it. But if you have enjoyed, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are aiming for 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can do me a big favor and subscribe to the channel, if you are enjoying the content, that is, it really does help me out. But thank you guys for watching once again. We're going to finish on level 78 crafting, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video.